angels, it's Hailey Reese, and initially when I envisioned sharing this with you guys, telling you this story and asking your advice / opinion, I envisioned having both my mom and Sarah in the video because, well, they're an incredibly big part of what happened and what I'm about to share with you. But the three of us have been working on a lot of different projects lately, especially, and it's been not difficult to all get together to film, but when we do get together, we've been focusing on these other projects for you guys. So I didn't want to wait any longer because I wanted to talk about this with you guys when it was still fresh in my mind, when I still remembered everything very clearly and very detailed. And so I made the decision to talk about this here back in my home office where I film with you guys today. With that being said, if for some reason there's unanswered questions or maybe things that we learn, or maybe you guys just want to hear this from them too so that you know that I'm completely telling the truth, then I could always bring them here on my channel and have them share with you their experiences. But adding to that, I will note that I do have live footage for when this was happening to us on my memory card, which I will be inserting throughout this entire video. So you will see that this isn't something that I cooked up in my brain. This was very real. This was happening to us, and to be quite frank, really scared us. So without further ado, I'll kind of take you guys through what happened and what led up to the actions that one of us did. So as you guys know, my mom, Sarah, and myself took a trip to Kingston. We drove about 4 and a bit hours to get to Kingston, and we had set out there to go to different and various paranormal locations for my channel here. There was definitely a few that I wanted to explore, one of which being Skeleton Park, which I'm so glad that you guys enjoyed that video. But we set out to Kingston and we had a very clear idea in our minds of how that short week of adventures was going to go. Now, both my mom and Sarah do have high faith. Both my mom and Sarah do believe in the paranormal, but I really don't believe that prior to my YouTube channel, well, I know my mom wasn't, but I don't believe either of them had ever went ghost hunting or used things such as a spirit box to communicate with the other side. So one of the things that we all always talk about, and one of the things that I always stress, is the importance of protecting yourself when you are setting out to different paranormal locations. You need to be in a good headspace when you're going to these haunted locations. You need to be vibrating in a positive vibration. I personally bring along crystals and sage and all of that jazz, and then I also wear my cross, which I never take off because I feel very comfortable with it. So we do talk about these things, but long story short, a few days into our trip, actually approaching the end of our trip, we believe that one of us was either temporarily possessed or did something really strange in our sleep. So the first night that we got to Kingston, we stayed at a haunted hotel, the one which I actually filmed the prank video in. But they went ahead, and the guy at the desk was actually pretty condescending and just basically told me that there was no way they were going to allow me to film there. So they decided not to let me film there, which was totally okay, respectable, I get it. So that first night, I didn't vlog or film within this haunted mansion, but let me just tell you guys, it was spooky. The next night, however, we stayed at the Rosemount Inn, which you guys saw, and Holly was super sweet and really cool, and was super open to us filming in there. So that night we did our spirit box session. It didn't feel like there was anything evil, negative, malicious, none of that in there. It felt like the spirits were just living amongst the home, and it was a really positive experience. However, 2 things happened in the night, and one thing happened in the morning, which I had actually cut from the video. So I had initially filmed what happened in the morning, which I'm about to tell you guys about, and then I had cut it from the video because it happened again at a different spot, and it felt okay, we'll just get there in a minute. So the 2 physical things that happened there were what I told you guys, where both Sarah and I felt our feet grabbed in the night. We both woke up at the same time to the exact same sensation. Then also the window board came flying out and the window slammed shut, but there was absolutely no way that that was possible given how lodged in we had had it. So that was 2 physical encounters. But in the morning, I went and took a shower. Everything was fine, but while I was in the shower, I heard the door to the bathroom open. Now, it's just 3 girls in our room, so that didn't really bother me or freak me out. And like I said, it was already the next day, so it didn't have like that eerie vibe. I like peeked out from the shower curtain to see what whoever was coming in needed, and I didn't see anyone there, so I thought I had imagined it. I come out of the shower, you guys, and the door to the bathroom was completely open. And I thought that they were trying to mess with me, so I think I made a joke, something along the lines of like, haha, very funny mom, like spooky. And Sarah was like, what are you talking about? She's like, your mom's in the hallway talking to Holly, and I haven't left this table where I'm doing my makeup. So I'm like, okay, that's strange. A ghost definitely just opened this door because the door required a great deal of force. I didn't notice anything on the mirror. Absolutely nothing. I leave the bathroom. My mom hasn't even come back in the room. Sarah goes in to use the bathroom and says, what's written on the mirror? We go into the bathroom, and I'm gonna show you guys the footage of this because I thought that this was paranormally exclusive to this space and it was gonna go into my Rosemount Inn video.
Yeet. It's a Y.
I know.
Y-E-E-T. Yeet.
Yeet? What does that mean?
Is it like English?
It says yeet.
There, you can see it.
Okay, Sarah, tell them what just happened because I'm like naked. I'm literally in a towel.
So I was just brushing my teeth and I looked up and Hailey hasn't been in here for at least 10 minutes.
But tell what happened in the shower though.
So, okay, I'll tell you guys, but I'm not gonna go on camera because I swear I literally have been out of the shower. I was in the shower and I heard this door open. Now, like, can you do it? Can somebody do it to show like how loud this door is when it gets...
So look how hard it is to close.
Okay, so I had it fully closed because I was using the bathroom before I got in the shower. And when I was in the shower, this is the next day, by the way. When I was in the shower, I heard this. Push the door open. It wasn't that open, but like I heard that and it was like open till probably like about here. And I peeked out around the shower to see if my mom had come in to get something and she wasn't there. But when I came out, the door was open. So I yelled out like, very funny mom. And Sarah's like, no, your mom isn't even back in the room. Mm-hmm. So I was out there like putting my stuff away in my bag, like drying off in my towel. And Sarah comes in to brush her teeth.
And this wasn't here before because I was in here not long this morning. Well, I got a shower.
Yeah.
And then
I brushed
that
my
wasn't
teeth.
in here. And then we went for breakfast and she had a shower. So then I came back in here and brushed my teeth and I was like, who wrote on the mirror, guys?
But none of us...
What does that even say and what does it even mean?
It either says yeet or meat.
I'm gonna see what
It's a Y for sure.
It is a Y.
Let me see
It's
what
like,
yeet means.
Who wrote that?
like it's fancy.
We need to ask Holly if she writes on the mirror.
Like the T look, yeah. Like the T looks like it.
Like even an S. I don't...
Yeah.
No, it's a T.
But look at how it goes. It goes shh, and then like a weird swirl.
And you swear you didn't do it.
I don't write like that.
I swear on my life I didn't do that. Oh my god, my towel's like falling off.
Could it be yes?
No, it's yeet.
No, there's a T for sure because it looks like it crosses here and goes down here.
That is so freaking creepy. I walk into the bathroom and written on the mirror is Yutz. Y-U-T-Z. Now, the definition of Yutz, let's see, right here, is a person variously regarded as ineffectual, foolish, disagreeable, contemptible, etc. And it's from the Yiddish and it means like ditz, klutz, dummkopf, ninny, nincompoop, socially incompetent, boob, twit, all those types of things. So it's basically just like a foolish person, and it's a Yiddish word that I've never heard of in my entire existence. I had never heard of this word. There was no way I'd ever heard of this word. And so I grab my camera and I start to film it, and we all swear up and down that it was none of us. I knew for a fact, and I know for a fact, there's absolutely no way that my mother could have done it because she hadn't even come back in the room. I know for a fact that it wasn't me, and Sarah didn't seem to be in there for long enough for it to have been her, and she was genuinely freaked out by it. So we all thought that maybe Holly wrote this on the mirror because we didn't know what the word was yet. We asked Holly if she had written this on the mirror before we left, and she had no recollection of that word ever being on the mirror. So we chalked it up to something paranormal that happened in this space, or something strange. With that being said, I had fully intended, like I said, on inserting that into my overnight at the Rosemount Inn video. So we leave the Rosemount Inn and we head to another hotel, which wasn't a haunted location. We weren't planning on staying in another haunted hotel because I'd already done so much footage in haunted hotels that I decided to just stay there and go do Skeleton Park and a few other paranormal locations. So this hotel wasn't even meant to be haunted. We didn't feel anything in there. We didn't feel sick, like nothing. There was none of that. So we go about our day, we go to Skeleton Park, we have an incredible spirit box session, we just completely hang out, we have so much fun filming for you guys. And the next morning I'm in bed, my mom's right next to me in bed, and Sarah is in the bathroom and she starts screaming and she comes out and she goes, I know what my prank is, you guys keep writing the word yuts on the mirror. And I look at my mom and I look at Sarah and I'm like, I'm not pranking you. And my mom's like, I'm not pranking you either. And Sarah seemed so dead set that this was our prank for her because we had pranked my mom and she was the one who kept finding this word, yuts. So now I start to like turn on my mom because I knew I didn't do it and Sarah claims she didn't do it. So I'm like, Mom, did you write this word yuts? Like, come on, like you can't put fake paranormal content. Like I was like freaking out on her. And she got really emotional and like actually was like getting really, really upset with me and was like, don't speak to me, Hailey, like I didn't do that.
Okay, you guys, so I'm like trying so hard not to freak out. We are at a totally different hotel today, one that's not even supposed to be haunted. And Sarah goes to take a shower and this word is back on the mirror. And I know you're gonna think that this is a lie. I know you're gonna think it's made up, but if any of you know what that is, please tell us, like what the hell?
So finally, the day goes on and we all sit down next to each other and we're like, okay, let's be real here. If this is a joke, if one of us was doing this as a joke, this joke has gone on too far. And what even is the word yuts? Like if we were trying to scare each other with something on the mirror, why in the heck would we choose a word yuts? I personally had never heard of that word. Would have been the last thing I would have ever came up with to write on a mirror. I really don't believe my mom ever knew that word. I watched Sarah Google the word, like there's just no way that it was any of us. And then I turned to them and I was like, okay, we need to analyze the writing. So we go over to analyze the writing and that's when we realize that it's man-made. It's not spirit-made unless the spirit made it within a way that was man-made, if that makes sense. It looked almost like it was written with soap. Like even when the fog went away, you could still see it on the mirror. So it looked very, very man-made.
Like you can see that it's still on there.
But it looks like condensation was used to do it.
With soap, maybe.
No, you can't use the soap because you can't. Look. Look what happens when you wipe soap off. See how the mirror looks?
So what's your theory?
My theory is we get it steamed up and we use our fingers.
But why is it staying?
I don't know.
And that's when we started to realize, okay, listen, if none of us recall doing this, then somebody was doing it in their sleep. Then something made somebody or one of us write this on the mirrors in our sleep, because there's no way from one location to another this human looking writing on the mirror just appears in two totally different hotels. Like that just doesn't make sense. So we kind of came to the conclusion that it had to be man-made. It wasn't like it was written in the steam. It was still there in the mirror. And so we all steamed up the bathroom and began taking turns writing the word yuts. Now, I was trying to write it like it, and my writing was fairly similar, but when my mom did it, she did a loop on the end that was identical to the other one, and normally when I loop on more of an oval shape. So we're like, it must be my mom. Well, she literally looked like she was gonna be sick, you guys. Like I truly, from the bottom of my heart, know, like, no, none of us did this. Like, and if, well, I think one of us might have, but we don't recall doing this, and it would have had to have been in the night. What's so weird about this though, the more that I talk about it and the more that I think about it, is the fact that there's no way my mom did it the first time, because I left the bathroom, there was nothing on the mirror. Like, it's just so strange. Like, it is so strange. And I just know that none of us would have carried it on to this extent. I would have never made a video like this, like basically admitting that it had to be one of us, but knowing that none of us even remembered doing it and none of us even knew the word yuts. So we sat back and we were really scared, because now this means that either A, something followed us from the last place to this place and is doing this, or B, something followed us and is attached to one of us and making one of us do this, and C, it made us question each of us, because we were like, well, did I do this? Like, it's clearly human. It's very clearly human. So we all sat back and we were like, this is not good. Like, no matter what, if this isn't a joke, and we kept repeating this, we're looking at each other like, if this is not a joke, then something is very wrong. So we rushed over to a crystal store and we got a bunch of protection crystals. We got the sage from the car. We saged everything, cleansed the energy, put a white light, said a prayer, and none of us have seen the word yuts since. None of us have had any experiences with it, and we even went to sleep that night and woke up and there was nothing on the mirrors. Sarah even had the cleaning people come in and clean the mirror, said if it happened again and none of us had done it, like, that's just terrifying.
Tell them what he's doing.
What? Well, I just asked housekeeping to clean the mirror because I want to make sure it's clean, because of, you know why.
But we don't understand, you guys, what in the hell that was. Like, how was it human made? But none of us, we all swore over the things that we cared about the most. None of us remembered doing it. Why the word yuts? And what, like, I don't know. I told them flat out, I was like, listen, I'm gonna post this on my channel. Originally, we were all gonna film together, like I said. And I said, listen, I'm gonna put this on my channel. If this is a joke, you guys need to tell me now, because I'm not gonna be made to look a fool on my channel. Like, I pride myself on the authenticity of my personal experiences that I share on my channel, and I pride myself on our trust, and it's like the most special and important thing to me. So I definitely wouldn't be sharing this story if I didn't truly believe from the bottom of my heart that maybe one of us did this, but none of us remember doing it. So that is where I am taking this to you guys, and I'm asking what you guys think this was. I know you guys are gonna have tons of theories, but the one theory that I'm not interested in seeing is that this was a prank by one of us on the other, because we literally were so scared for a good couple of days talking about this. We swore over everything we cared about. We swore over like the most special things to us, and like, to be honest, we even said a million times like this wouldn't be a funny joke anymore. Like, I even said I was putting this on my channel. So I'm not interested in hearing the theories that one of us did it to mess with the other, because that's just not what happened whatsoever. But I am interested in hearing your guys' theories as to where the heck this word came from. That is basically it for today's video. Like I said, none of us have seen this word since. I've taken plenty of showers since then. I take hot showers, so my mirrors steam up like none other. And none of us have seen it since. So whatever it was, if it was something following us, has not followed us anymore since we got the crystals and did the cleansing. But I still think about it, and I still wonder, like, what in the heck was that? So yeah, please make sure to drop your comments down below letting me know what you guys think. I'm gonna have my mom and Sarah read through them too, because they're equally curious. And that is it for today's video. If you guys are new to my channel, or you're just not yet subscribed but you do enjoy my videos, make sure to go ahead and click that subscribe button. Join the Reese's Pieces. We believe in the unbelievable, so if you too believe in the unbelievable, or you just want to hear about it, we would love it if you would join us. Plus, I'm uploading every day, so I don't want you to miss any videos if you enjoy them. And please give this video a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it. It makes my heart super happy when you guys do that, so please do that. Remember, my loves, do all things with kindness. And until next time, I love you.